Sometimes the most unintuitive answer is the one that works. This is one of my biggest learnings from the field of behavioral economics. This is a relatively new field of study that has completely changed the way we think about advertising and influencing people, helping us better understand how people make decisions. In this video, I'm going to share how I practically use behavioral economics to shape the briefs that I write and impress clients with new ways to solve their problems. Let's start with the term nudge, which is an intervention that gently steers someone towards a desired action. Gently being the important word here. If you want someone to eat more healthily, a nudge might be putting the healthy food at eye level where it's easier to grab. Adding a tax to junk food is unavoidable and therefore not a nudge. One of the most famous examples comes from The Economist, who is selling subscriptions to their magazine. In their control group, there were two options: online subscriptions for $59 and print and online for $129. Of those who converted, more than 2/3 chose the cheaper online option. But in their experiment, they added a third decoy option, offering a print-only subscription also for $129. Despite the fact that rationally nothing had changed, the more expensive option for both print and online now looks relatively better in value, and the conversion rates flip, with 84% choosing the offer which will bring in more revenue. This is an example of choice architecture, which suggests that when people make decisions, it's relative to other choices, not what you absolutely need or want. In this case, the point of reference is changed, and rather irrationally, behavior changes too. Importantly, influencing behavior can often be achieved through small changes. Ogilvy's behavioral economics department had a saying: dare to be trivial. Test everything, even the things that don't make intuitive sense. So how do we put this into practice? Well, choice architecture is just one type of nudge. There are literally hundreds more, and each might be an interesting way to solve the next brief you're working on. Let's look at some more examples. One type of nudge is social proofing. This is built on the tendency for people to be followers of others, especially large crowds. If it's popular, then it's probably a safe choice. It's why on the homepage of the Strategy Finishing School, I show that there are more than 3,000 other strategists who have signed up to the Strategy Finishing School. Social proofing suggests if 3,000 other strategists have signed up, then you'll probably miss something if you don't. Another famous nudge is known as the IKEA effect. Here, studies have shown that when people are involved in the creation of something, they value it more highly. Furniture you've built yourself, you're a little bit more attached to than something you buy pre-built. How could you apply this practically? Ask how you might be able to source contributions from your consumers. For example, if you're a chocolate brand, you might consider how you can engage your audience in the creation of your next new product, or perhaps design the experience in a way where they are involved rather than just consumers. There are many different types of nudges, and below is a resource you should bookmark that walks through many more and how they can be applied to influence behavior, and maybe your next brief. Although, a word of caution, not all nudges are equal, and in fact, many have recently been disproven or been unable to be replicated. So make sure you do your research. If you're interested in reading more about social and behavioral psychology, the 3 fundamental books to check out are Thinking Fast and Slow, Decoded by Phil Barden, and Nudge. Thanks to Zach Martin for helping out with this video. To learn more about writing creative briefs, check out my video on how to write a creative brief with an example from Seamless.